It seems like a new mobile Star Wars game is coming sooner than we think. The game LEGO Star Wars Castaways was recently announced on the Star Wars website. Coming out on November the 19th on the Apple Arcade subscription service, players can build their own in-game Star Wars LEGO minifigure character. These look like they range from Rebel aviator helmets and jackets, hairstyles, facial expressions and more. I don't exactly see any Imperial design outfits here, but I'm very sure there'll be some selections for Imperial designs in the game as well. Judging by the small amount of information that the Star Wars website gave us, it kind of looks like a cross between a Animal Crossing style of game, mixed with puzzle elements, mini games and some combat. It definitely feels like a mishmash of different genres put together, but it does seem that there's an overarching storyline to come with this game as well. Judging by fans' first initial reactions to this game, it's definitely a little bit mixed, both positive and negative. Fans are really starved of a rich Star Wars gaming experience right now. The last we've seen was about a year ago with Star Wars Squadrons, and then before that it was another year with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So whilst these mobile games are nice stepping stones onto something a bit bigger, I think fans are itching for these bigger projects that are being announced just to come out as soon as possible. But don't let that deter you. There is actually some good news to this. Despite this being another mobile game, it's actually under the Apple subscription service. So unfortunately, if you are an Android user, you're not going to be able to play this game. But for Apple users, this is especially good because there's no microtransactions in Apple's subscription service games. So you really don't have to worry about any pay-to-win schemes that are hiding in this game like you see in Galaxies of Heroes. And if that isn't good news enough to convince you that this game could be pretty good, just take a look at their previous game on the Apple subscription service, LEGO Star Wars Battles. Now this game wasn't on the subscription service before. The game was doing really well, but the service got shut down about a year ago. Not many people knew why, especially when the game was so successful, but it looks like it was migrated to the Apple subscription service. Now whilst the game before was pretty good, the LEGO Star Wars Battles game that we have now is even better. The game had a lot of pay-to-win features, which made a lot of free-to-play players not really enjoy what that game was capable of. But now those have been completely removed and you're just paying a monthly subscription for well over 200 games. Lots of people have said that this game is taking up so much of their time because it's so damning good. But redemption stories on games like that makes me believe LEGO Star Wars Castaways could have the same destiny. But now all the general info is said and done, let's take a deeper look at these screenshots that the Star Wars website gave us. The first two screenshots are essentially you customizing your LEGO minifigure. Now, I really like character customization in my games. I don't know about you, but the more clothing options, hairstyles, and the like that you can choose from, the better the game for me. Pokemon Unite, for example, has a ton of clothing options that you can buy with in-game credits that you earn by playing the game. As weird as it sounds, that makes that game a lot more enjoyable for me. So I'm actually really intrigued to see how deep this character customization can go with Castaways. Of course, we're talking about LEGO figurines here, so I doubt there isn't too much to go into, but for any LEGO fanatic fans, this might actually be a big plus for you. The image next to the LEGO figurine's face seems like an emote icon. You're going to see this emote a bit more in other screenshots, which makes me think that this is going to be a personalized emote thing you can use from time to time. Another really important thing you can see in this screenshot is looking at the small text at the bottom. Here we can see Gameloft is working on the game, and whilst that does sound like a red herring for some people, remember Gameloft did bring a lot of AA and AAA games of the 90s and noughties over to the mobile platforms about 5 to 10 years ago. They brought over games like Driver, Rayman 2 and Earthworm Jim onto the mobile platform, and they were great. They have an astronomical amount of games that they've worked on in the past, well into the hundreds. So definitely one of the best mobile developer companies that they can use for a project like this. Yes, I understand the stigma of Zynga working on Star Wars Hunters, I understand that, but with Gameloft, not so much. We'll also probably be playing this game on November the 19th when the game comes out, so be sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can see gameplay of the game firsthand. Moving on into gameplay screenshots, we can actually see this isn't some sort of touch to go to this place adventure. This looks like a 3D environment that you can move around with a digital D-pad, and the depth and detail of this world looks really impressive for a mobile game. Yes, it is LEGO Star Wars, obviously it's not going to be the best looking thing in the world, but I'm really impressed for it being a mobile game. First off, we can see the social aspect of players coming together and emoting or talking, getting ready for a mission or something. The Urabesh text in this advertisement in the center top of the screen, I can't really read it, but if you're able to translate it, let me know in the comments down below. I'll like the comment if it's correct. But here you can also see people using their emote poses and whatnot when they're communicating. We can see two types of currency in the top right of the game as well. But again, you can be reassured that these are currency that you can earn by playing the game and not by spending money, which is really nice to hear. And what looks like abilities in the bottom right of the corner of the screen. We only see two here, but you'll see a lot more in the future screenshots that I'll show you. But here it looks like where you can talk to people, and the other one looks like you can fly around. We can also see someone riding a vehicle in the bottom center of the screenshot as well. Whether or not that's an actual playable character or an NPC, I don't know. It's probably going to be an NPC. But I do know that you can ride vehicles in this game, because in the next screenshot, we can actually see people racing in X-Wings, in TIE Interceptors, and the like. This is one of the mini games of the many genre of mini games that I mentioned earlier on in the video. Here looks like a flight simulator-esque racing game. And of course, the abilities have changed for you to boost, and the other one looks like you can eject out the cockpit. And in the top left, we can also see more variations of you configuring your minifigure. Here we can see more hairstyles and jacket designs. And the final two screenshots are of combat. Now here, I think we can actually see an Imperial helmet being worn by one of the players, and also more abilities that you can use. So one is a lightsaber, the other is the jump ability, and the other is of a Lego hand to grab something. So this definitely looks like some sort of co-op MOBA style of gameplay. We can see their health and their mana and how they combat stormtroopers. And as for the other screenshot, it's pretty much the same, but based in Tatooine, I assume. There isn't else much to depict from this screenshot compared to the last one that we saw. But besides that, that's all the screenshots we have for LEGO Star Wars Castaway right now. Overall, I do believe this game's going to be geared a little bit more towards kids. LEGO Star Wars Battles, whilst definitely aimed for kids as well, had a lot of depth and complexity to the game and being able to master it. If any of you have played games like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, you can understand how simple it looks on surface level, but how complex it can get when you want to try and master it. LEGO Star Wars Battles is kind of the same thing. As for LEGO Star Wars Castaways, I don't think it'll have that. Of course, you're asking the opinion of somebody who's only seen 5 screenshots of this game. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is a game that kids can enjoy and people like myself in their 20s could enjoy. But it's nice to see that we're finally getting a game that is going to be coming out in less than a month. But that is LEGO Star Wars Castaways in a nutshell. What do you think about the mobile game? Are you going to pick up and play this game? And for people who played LEGO Star Wars Battles on the Apple subscription service, how did you find that game? Did you enjoy it? Do you think it will convince you to play this game as well? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I read all of them and I'll get back to some of you as well. And if you want to continue the conversation of LEGO Star Wars Castaways and many other games like Empire at War or Star Wars Squadrons, why not join our Discord? We have plenty of like-minded Star Wars fans that want to talk everything Star Wars gaming. So join via the invite code in the pinned comment down below. And whilst you're still here, why not check out this super high quality video I made about the Eclipse Super Star Destroyer. I put in a ton of effort into this video and I'd love your thoughts and opinions on that one too. You can check out that video in the info card in the top right now or in the pinned comment down below. But besides that guys, I have been Charlie, you've been watching EcksToo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care guys.